This brain power, this intellect is what separates us humans from 8.4 million other species. Because of this, we have landed on the moon. We have made weapons of mass destructions which can blow up whole continents. We have made medicines to cure diseases that can wipe out the planet. This intellect makes the unimaginable possible. And yet, you cannot watch a 15-minute video fully. You can't wait in a line without checking your phone. You can't complete your daily tasks which are required to move you towards your goal. You can't manage your time. Where is your brain? I'm sorry to say, but most probably you are mentally disabled. You're not using even 1% of your brain's capacity. And I totally believe this is because you are making one of these mistakes. If you fix up and reverse these mistakes, I guarantee you will be 100 times better than you are right now. You will have laser focus, genius ideas will come to you, and you will be able to bang down the tasks that are required to reach your goals. But if you can't watch this 15-minute video in its entirety, then I don't think you deserve that much amount of brain power. You can't handle that, bro. So be wise, choose wisely. If you want that amount of willpower, watch this video fully. I have divided this into 5 parts, and all these 5 parts will have a bunch of these mistakes that you are making. I know very few people will watch this video, but I want to help you who is watching my video right now to get to an elite level of brain power. So stick with me. This is going to be great. You check your phone 150 times a day. 150 times a day, that is every 6 minutes or so, you are taking your mobile and watching it, and that is like voluntarily scrambling your neural pathways. It's like when you sow a seed, let's say you have a mango seed and you sow it. Every day you are digging up and saying, oh, how much has it grown? If you keep on doing that, it will not grow at all. Right? So that way, if you are disturbing your brain every 6 minutes or 150 times a day, 100 times a day, do you think it will reach the level it is supposed to? What I'm about to tell you is terrifying. This thing that you hold between your ears can generate you billions of dollars. But still, you are giving full control of this to Silicon Valley billionaires who want to control every second of your attention and stick you in their algorithms. All your neural dopamine pathways are hijacked by their algorithms, and you keep permitting them to do so. So here are a few things that happen when you allow yourself to dive in the sea of hyperstimulation with your phone, with social media, with infinity pools. First, your prefrontal cortex, the biggest part of your brain, shrinks. Actually, literally, shrinks down. Second, your attention span is reduced by 55%. About 2 centuries ago, in Abraham Lincoln's speeches, people used to stand for 4 hours to listen to that speech, and they had attention span of 4 hours. Right now, I don't think it's even 15 minutes. People like you can't watch 15-minute videos, right? So this is really concerning. And third thing is we are altering our dopamine circuits permanently. Our dopamine pathways are getting hijacked by these algorithms. Every time we are watching something new, something interesting, it's increasing the baseline. Every time you check your phone, your baseline is getting higher and higher, and the ability to seek joy out of normal life is getting lower and lower. So if you want to avoid all these things, stop making these mistakes. First, keeping all notifications enabled throughout the day. Biggest mistake. Whenever a notification pings, your focus flow is broken for 23 minutes. Let's just say you do that for like 6 times, 6 notifications, 2 hours taken away. Throughout the year, that's 730 hours. just because of notifications. So turn off all notifications right now. Second, checking your phone within 30 minutes of waking up. Most people wake up with their phones right in front of their head. I used to do it too. And once I stopped, it's totally a game changer. You start your day with intention and not consumption. That is the way it should be. Third is responding to text and messages instantly as they come. So if your notifications are on, you will know that, oh, I have got a message, and you'll instantly click on that and start replying, leaving all the work that you were doing. You will start replying to that message. That is fragmenting your attention. Instead, you should batch all your replies 2-3 times a day. Take 2-3 times of the day when you are socially active and reply all the DMs and all in those specific slots. Fourth is having multiple browser tabs open when you are on your laptop. Most people think this is not a big deal, but it is. All those tabs which are open and you're not paying attention to, your subconscious brain is actually 20% invested in that. So if you just close them, you will feel a sense of relief that, I just killed all my browser tabs. It feels relief. That part that was engaged in those tabs will get released. So just have one tab when you're working. That would be very helpful. Fifth is switching between apps 50 times a day. Most people switch between apps like crazy. First, once they're using their camera, then sending that photos on WhatsApp. Then after that, they are jumping on their email or then YouTube. So when you're hopping, you are fragmenting your attention again. Attention span is getting shorter and shorter. So stop doing that. Sixth, never allowing your brain to be in that focused, deep state where you produce excellent work. You can't reach that state because you can't sit in one place for so long to just get in that flow state. It takes about 25-30 minutes of consistent effort, and after that you enter the flow state. But most people can't sit for 20-30 minutes. That's the sorry state of Gen Z. Seventh is mindless scrolling through social media without any intention, just passively you're consuming reels. You are not setting any intention, and that's why you are practicing distraction. That's why you should, by all means, try to stop scrolling randomly on Instagram and YouTube or whatever short form content you consume. Second is chronic sleep disruption. Sleep is the single most important thing for your brain health, and if you ignore it, you are signing up for a cognitive graveyard. Your brain will just disintegrate. It will enter into a brain fog mode. There's about 40% drop in task flexibility, 20 to 30% drop in working memory, and your brain enters a state of brain fog very often. You start taking poor decisions. Every hour of sleep debt makes you more stupid, right? You can take decisions that will make you lose millions of dollars if you don't sleep right. And that has happened to many millionaires, many people who are stuck in the loop of hustle and ignored their sleep. They lost bad, made very poor decisions because of their mental state, and lost massive money. So avoid these mistakes if you don't want to be in their place. If you believe that hustle culture means sleepless nights, you're wrong. If you think I'll sleep when I get rich, you're wrong. You first fix your sleep and then get rich wholesomely because your health is more important. Second, using caffeine to mask sleep debt symptoms. This won't work in the long run. Your body will grow intolerant of caffeine. So no caffeine after 2 p.m. first of all. And I personally don't take caffeine unless I really need it. Okay. Third is treating sleep as unproductive time. Oh no, that is one of the biggest mistakes. Sleep is very productive. Sleep causes you to be very productive during the day. So if you think sleep is unproductive, you're not going to be productive. Fourth one, the most important mistake. not going to bed at the same time and not waking up at the same time every single day. Sleep regularity is the most important thing. So, a certain number of sleep hours are important, but even more important than that is this sleep regularity. Because if your body's circadian rhythm is regulated, it'll be really happy. Fifth is destroying this regular rhythm on the weekends because you thought, okay, now weekends have come, now I'll catch up on sleep. You're not supposed to do that. Just keep your sleep schedule regular. If you sleep at 10 and wake up at 5, keep it that. No exceptions. I myself struggle with this, and I'm trying to make this window of like half an hour here and half an hour there, not more than that. So that is one thing that you can do. Sixth is ignoring your natural circadian rhythm patterns. There are different circadian rhythm patterns for everyone. Everyone has a different chronotype. Like there are morning people, there are nighttime people. If you know what type of person you are and you are trying to become the another one, it is not right. It will drain you, right? So stick to your natural one. So I am a morning person. If I try to become a night person, everything goes down, everything breaks away, right? Sleep is the cornerstone, it's a pillar that is holding everything together. Seventh is checking messages or emails 1 hour before bedtime. If you do that, your cortisol will rise, you'll be more stressed, you would be not in a good state to sleep. So don't check your WhatsApp messages, Instagram DMs, emails just before you go to sleep. Like 1 hour before sleep, cut down all the devices. That is ideal. Eighth is working on urgent tasks just before you sleep. Again, the same logic. You don't want to worry your brain just before you sleep. Before sleeping, you should have a wind down ritual where you don't work, you don't check messages, you don't do calls and all. Just relax, journal, read, meditate, and then sleep. So that was about sleep. If you don't make these 9 mistakes, your sleep would be much better, and so will be your brain power. Alright, let's move to the next one. Chronic stress eats your brain alive from inside. Cortisol. Learn this word, remember this word. This is the chemical which turns your brain from like really good to reactive. What are the impacts? First, your hippocampus, the area of your brain which is responsible for memory, shrinks. Literally, it shrinks under stress. And the amygdala, which is your fear organ of the brain, which triggers fear, it enlarges. So your brain's alarm system is getting bigger. You become more hyper vigilant. You start stressing more, right? It's a vicious cycle. And your ability to make strategic decisions reduces because you are thinking fear based. Your stress is high, cortisol is high, amygdala is getting bigger, hippocampus is getting shorter and shorter. You take more fear based decisions, which is not good. So here are the mistakes you can correct if you don't want to be chronically stressed all the time. First is working 7 days a week without a genuine rest. You are constantly on a hustle mode every single day of the week. You're not taking any rest. Not taking any rest will lead you to burnout, and then you'll have to take a longer rest when you will not be able to work. If you don't want that, take rests throughout the day, and the evening part of the day should be low stress, no work zone. Second is viewing stress as an honor sign. And I'm an entrepreneur, I have to be stressed all the time. Yes. No. It's not an honorable badge that you can wear all day and show everybody that I'm so stressed now, I'm a good entrepreneur. It's not like that. It's not a status symbol. It's the opposite. You're miserable. Third is the biggest mistake, ignoring physical symptoms of stress. Right? Your body is aching, your head is aching. You don't ignore these things. If you ignore these things, you are going in for a big breakdown. I've heard of people who have gone into proper burnouts and it's super ugly. Right? If you keep on doing, a few people get into the stage of coma because that is the ultimate rest state of the body. So you don't have to push your biology beyond its capacity. Fourth, believing relaxation equals laziness and weakness. That is not true. Relaxation is needed to you be more energetic and enthusiastic when you're working. If you don't rest, that won't happen. Using alcohol and substances to unwind, that doesn't happen. Next day, you'll wake up with even less energy. So don't do that. Sixth is avoiding meditation because it seems unproductive. Doing a 5-minute meditation, 10-minute meditation will make your day much more productive than you think. So it is a really good form of rest and reflecting, and that is awesome way of making your day more productive. So this is exact opposite. And seventh, neglecting physical exercise due to time constraints. Don't do that. Take out time, make time for exercise, because exercise is the best stress buster after sleep. So take this seriously, take out time for little exercise, like just half an hour is also enough on the days that you don't have enough time to go to the gym and do the full 1.5 hour routine. Fourth, inflammatory life patterns. Now this is scary. If you are involved in an inflammatory lifestyle, then your brain's microglial cells, which are like protective cells, they start eating your own neurons, which is super scary. After 2025, you won't be growing your neurons to that level, and the present neurons will also get eaten if you don't follow the correct lifestyle. So it is very important for you to not make these mistakes. The impacts are scary. The neural functions are impaired, right? A bunch of functions in your brain will get defunct if you continue these inflammatory activities. Your brain aging will be accelerated by 200 to 300%. That's unimaginable to me. And third, it will reduce your cognitive processing. You will not be able to draw intelligent conclusions. You will make poorer decisions. You'll become more stupid. So avoid these things at all costs. First, relying on food delivery apps for convenience. See, it will be more clearer if I talk about the food choices here. Consuming high sugar, high refined oil meals daily and processed food is the biggest source of inflammation. If you are eating super processed, super sugary food, your brain will have all these symptoms. It will get sick, right? There are multiple studies that shows that sugar is cancerous. Still people take it. So avoid all these high sugar, highly processed, oily foods. These cause inflammation throughout the body. Don't fall for the pretense of like 2-3 seconds of good taste. It'll fuck up your body bad. Avoid it at all costs. Third is skipping meals and then binge eating on snacks. Please don't do that. Have regular meals, regular healthy meals. Fourth is sitting for 8 hours without movement or breaks. Just sitting and doing your work will cause inflammation. That's why you should be taking small breaks, stretching your body out, going for a walk, going for a run. That will reduce inflammation in your body. Your body needs constant exercise. Back in the caveman days, we used to walk about 10-15 kilometers every single day. That was our lifestyle. Right now, our lifestyle has become very sedentary and it's super bad. We need to fix this. Fifth is having no active physical exercise routines. You should have a gym routine. Come on. If you are in your 20s and you are healthy and you're not going to the gym, if it is accessible to you, you're a big fool. It should be a priority right now to go in the gym and make a solid body while you can. Okay? Even if you can't go to the gym, do calisthenics at your home. I have seen people build awesome aesthetic physiques while they are inside their homes. So go to the gym, and I've been going to the gym for like past 2-3 years. not that much progress, but easy. Like my diet is not that protein filled. That's why I struggle sometimes, but we'll get back to it later. I got distracted. Sixth is ignoring the connection between body and brain health. As long as your body is fit and healthy, your brain will be doubly healthy. So, your body should be your priorities in your 20s. That you are exercising every single day, you are walking about 10,000 steps every single day, drinking 4 liters of water, eating healthy food, right? Because your body health and your brain health are directly linked. Seventh, working in poorly ventilated spaces. Brain uses a lot of oxygen. If you are in a poorly ventilated space where the air is not passing, your brain will not get the optimal oxygen it needs to work at its capacity. So work in a well ventilated place. When if you're working from your room, just open some windows, open the doors, let the air pass. Or as our Imran sir used to say, open the windows, let the atmosphere come in. Eighth, using chemical heavy cleaning products. When you are using chemical heavy cleaning products, the residues are there, and all the residues are picked up when you are breathing, and all these chemical residues will mess up your brain. Avoid that. And eighth is ignoring the air quality in your workspace. Most people ignore the in-house pollution which is happening. So if you are living in a city, the level of pollution outside your office or workplace and inside your workplace is not that different. Your air inside your home is not that safe either. So get an air purifier if you can, or just put some plants. They absorb these toxins, right? Put them around. It will make you the mood also lighter and the place also better for working. And last, social isolation. Most hustle culture proponents says like, okay, work like a lone wolf, leave everyone, just focus on yourself, just focus on the work. Our brain didn't evolve for 3 lakh years for social isolation. We are humans, we are social animals. We work the best in company. So if you think that you can work alone well, it's all right. Go and meet your friends. Talk to random people. When you are going to a stationery shop, talk to the shop owner. When you are taking a lift, talk to that elevator guy who is sitting there, right? Just have more human connections. That is a big part in your brain health. I was aware of this since like I gave JEE in 12th class. I was super aware of this, that if I don't interact with people, I will not be able to study better. If you just like say like monk mode, you don't meet anyone, your brain health goes down, your cognitive function goes down. So if you are in a place where it demands cognitive function, whereas like every place, you must not isolate yourself, right? So here are the impacts. First, your neuroplasticity reduces by about 50%. The ability of your brain to rewire itself, that reduces 50%. If you are having like some addictions for like 10 8 years and your brain is wired that way, now if you want to get out of that addiction, it would have to be rewired, and for that your brain should be plastic. This neuroplasticity gets affected and reduced by 50% if you stay alone. So loneliness is really lethal for you. Go out there, meet your friends, make more friends, right? Not like more, just have like 3 to 5 friends who are regularly connected to you. Second is diminished cognitive ability. I just talked about this. And then innovation decline. You don't think of new ways of doing things because you are just in your ego chambers, right? You are just thinking from one person's POV, and that might not be the optimal POV. You should talk about your dreams, goals with other people and get their perspective, right? So these are the mistakes you must not make. First is going days with minimal human conversation. Don't do that to yourself. You will become a zombie. Second is avoiding networking because it feels unproductive. It's not unproductive. Some of the best opportunities come out of networking, right? You should go to multiple networking events and talk to these people. Third, limiting all interaction to transactional messages. And okay, I have this offer, you might have that offer, let's exchange some value and then khatam. It should not be like that. It should be much more than just value sharing and value adding. Personal touches. Tell your stories, tell some jokes, right? Fourth, only discussing work related topics. Come on, man, don't be such a bore. Discuss something that is exhilarating, exciting, which shows some personality, right? Fifth is avoiding challenging debates and discussions. And sixth, engaging in creative or philosophical conversations. Do not restrict just to your like one domain of talking. I only talk to people about my work life or my school life. No, you must talk about different subjects so that your brain is intellectually stimulated. Right? Seventh, replacing all face-to-face conversation with video calls. See, video calls is a great technology, but it can't replace face-to-face connection. You feel this, you know this yourself, that all no amount of video calling is equal to like 5 minutes of face-to-face connection. So go out there, touch some grass, meet some real people, talk face to face, right? Shake their hands, hug them, like hold them. That is real human to human connection, and many people need that. Multiple men go without a single hug in their late 20s, 30s even. It's unimaginable. Don't do that to yourself. We need human connection, one-to-one connection. And your brain needs that because we evolved as a social being. Going without these things will negatively impact you. Please go out there and meet some friends. Eighth, using text instead of voice conversation. So look, if you can't have one-to-one conversations, the second best is video calls. The third best is phone calls, and then voice text messages, and then texting. So if you text a lot, start sending voice messages. Surprise your friends. It'll be really interesting. And ninth, avoiding spontaneous social interactions. That is the joy of life. Talking to random people, right? When you're going for maybe some vegetable shopping and you find some person, just say hi, namaste, or just talk to them. Do spontaneous conversations. Go to a park and talk to an old person. Ask their experiences, their stories. You'll find it's so interesting and it's super healthy for your brain. Okay, so now we have come to an end. These were all the mistakes that you are making right now. And if you reverse all of these, I guarantee your brain power, your mood, your energy, your focus, all these things would be much better than they are right now. If you found this video valuable, just drop a like, subscribe, and share this with some of your friends. And I'm really excited and happy that I was able to provide this value to you. I will see you in the next one.